Changing snow levels today. That wet weather returning after a break yesterday with cool and showery weather in the valley. And here's a live look at our sky cameras right now. You can see some rain still lingering on the cameras in Sacramento, Stockton, and Lake Tahoe.
And right now, areas along rivers that typically flood during rainy patterns have water coming in. This is a look at Discovery Park and in West Sacramento and Colusa. Thanks for joining us at 4. I'm Lisa Gonzalez.
And I'm Andrea Flores. We have live team coverage right now with our crews and the higher elevations where we're seeing a mix of rain and snow today. But we want to start with meteorologist Heather Waldman, who's tracking the conditions.
Yeah, it's been a cool and showery day pretty much all day long in the Sacramento Valley. That's not going to change through the evening either. Radar shows just that steady light to moderate rain coming through. A little bit of a breeze is starting to pick up. The wind is actually a bit stronger in the San Joaquin Valley. We'll get to that in just a second. Moderate rain moving through Yolo County, Colusa County up into Sutter County. Yeah, it's going to be a good soaking downpour for Yuba City here over the next hour or so. Stockton, Modesto have been enjoying a little bit of a break, but some showers now on the way in from the East Bay. Those will be kind of off and on through the day. This is what Interstate 80 looks like at Castle Peak. The road relatively clear. We had seen snow earlier today, but we've also been watching that snow level going up. I checked our radar along with some elevation spots, and this is showing a snow level around 6,000 feet, but there's really not much snow sticking at Kingvale. You're more likely to see the flakes up and over Donner Summit, and our traffic flows show the delays there associated with those chain controls along Interstate 80. We do not currently have chain controls on Highway 50. And not much precipitation either. There is some slow going once you get east of Kirkwood on Highway 88, so some chain controls up there. Here's a peek at the winds, starting to gust between 30 and 35 miles per hour in the San Joaquin Valley, closer to 40 in the foothills. We're going to continue to see that through this evening. The wind will not be as strong as Tuesday. I'll show you when it backs off with full forecast in a few minutes.
All right, we'll check back in with you in a little bit. And here's a look at those Caltrans cameras on I-80, Donner Lake, and Highway 50 at Echo Summit. And you can see the truck stopping there, and tires and chains are getting checked right now. Chains are required from Twin Bridges to Myers on 50 and at Kingvale to Truckee on I-80. And right now we're seeing mostly rain and some snow with more to come overnight. The February snow is also helping out local businesses after a pretty dry January.
KCRA 3's Maricela de la Cruz is live in Truckee right now. So Maricela, what are the conditions like where you're at?
Yeah, Andrea, Lisa, well, out here, it's been a pretty wet day. We are in downtown Truckee, where it's been raining for hours since we got here. And this dry winter has been having a big impact to businesses out here. So this rain is really welcome out here. Now, let's go ahead and take some video of the drive up here. We drove along Interstate 80 eastbound, and on that drive, we did see a lot of rain. However, very light traffic. It was a very smooth drive. In the Yuba Gap area, we started seeing some sleet. We did come across those checkpoints, chain control checkpoints in the Blue Canyon area, and then further east in the Soda Springs area where Boreal Ski Resort is at, we also started seeing some snow. But again, out here in the Truckee area, it's been a pretty wet day, and as you can imagine, well, foot traffic has been very, very slow. So people out here in the businesses are telling me that days like these are the worst when it comes to the sales. However, there is one good thing coming out of the people who are not staying up to date with those weather forecasts.
There's been no kind of pattern. There's no rhyme or reason for anything. Sometimes people will come up because they think there's going to be snow, and then there's not. And those are actually the times that we get the busiest, is because they're already up here, but they're not doing what they came here to do, which is ski.
Now, it is raining out here, but there are chain controls in effect along Interstate 80, eastbound from Kingvale to Truckee, and then westbound Truckee to Rainbow. And of course, in the next hour, we are going to moving down to Soda Springs area. We're going to check that area and let you know how that's looking. For now, we are live in Truckee. Maricela de la Cruz, KCRA 3 News.
Maricela, thank you so much for that live look from Truckee. Sutter County is experiencing flooding. Evacuations are in place for residents who live along the Sacramento River that are known to flood.
And there are road closures, flooded fields at the Lovey's Landing RV Park in Meridian. You can see how high the water is, well above the tires. This is a look at that flooding at the RV park at Colusa Landing Restaurant, which is surrounded by the Sacramento River. This is at the Sutter and Colusa County line. Sutter County Sheriff's Office says residents at the RV park were notified last week of the potential for flooding. Each resident was offered an option to relocate to their Yuba Sutter Fairgrounds with vouchers available for pickup at the Sutter County Sheriff's Office.
And some boat ramps to the Sacramento River are closed tonight due to the high water levels. This is the Broderick boat ramp in West Sacramento. The ramp and the lower parking lot are closed right now. Yuba County also closed the Star Bend boat ramp on the Feather River due to the high water. Closures like this are not unusual in the winter and spring months.
Discovery Park in Sacramento is built to flood, and take a look. The park is part of a flood plan for the Sacramento and Lower American River. So this is what's supposed to happen. It's closed right now because the water managers expected this, and when the Folsom Dam when there are releases, the American River rises, and when the dams at Lake Shasta and Lake Oroville open up, the Sacramento River eventually rises as well. Discovery Park lies right at the confluence of both the American River and Sacramento River.
For more on the ongoing water releases and the impact on river levels, we want to check back in with Heather. So Heather, we know that this is just a symptom of the rainy weather we've been seeing.
It is, and not because of just the rain itself. We've had plenty, especially in the Feather River Basin, which all drains into Lake Oroville. But because, ahead of these rainy stretches, well, water managers make these planned releases to make sure there's room in our major reservoirs. So take Lake Shasta, Lake Oroville, and Folsom Lake, for example. Right now, Lake Shasta is releasing water at almost 18,000 cubic feet per second, even bigger releases at Lake Oroville, and some smaller releases coming out of Nimbus Dam. Of course, that's off Lake Natoma. They're also doing corresponding releases at Folsom Lake. Well, all that water flows down the Sacramento, the Feather, and eventually the Lower American River, and that water ends up in the Sacramento area. So as those river levels rise, we see those areas along the rivers that, as we've said, are designed to flood. So I looked at some of the river gauges here. The numbers that you see are the forecast crest for the river over the next few days. The Sacramento River at the I Street Bridge expected to get to 24.4 feet, which technically is not at flood stage, but we do know that when this gauge gets to 21 feet, Discovery Park has to close. So we're already there. And along the Feather River, forecast to get to 49 feet, which again, not at flood stage, but at that point, the Boyd's Landing boat launch floods. So we've seen some impacts there. Also watching overtopping on the Weir system. So water now flooding into the Yolo bypass. You'll be noticing that if you're driving on 80 westbound over the next few days. Back to you.
All right, thank you. And in Sonoma County, officials are reporting 2 storm-related deaths in less than 24 hours. The Sonoma County Sheriff's Office says the first happened about 4:45 Wednesday afternoon. A man was found dead, stuck inside a culvert. The second happened this morning. Deputies found another man dead around 7 a.m. Officials have not identified either of them. They're working to notify next of kin.
Shasta County has issued a local state of emergency due to the flooding. Here's some video from Tuesday. Shasta County approved a state of emergency last night to activate assistance from the State Office of Emergency Services. Areas like Redding, Anderson, and the city of Shasta Lake have been impacted. Officials are asking the public to sign up for their Alert Shasta notification system if they need to be alerted about evacuation notices due to severe flooding.
CAL FIRE says it has had to rescue dozens of people in Glenn and Tehama counties because of the recent storms. Last night, CAL FIRE says they rescued 19 adults, 17 children, and 19 dogs from flooded areas. They also offered assistance to 12 other people.
Sacramento County is keeping some of its weather respite centers open through Monday. The First Step Community's emergency shelter off North A Street will open up tomorrow night at 5. It will be open through Monday at 9 a.m. The Warren E. Thornton Youth Center off Branch Center Road has been open since January 10th. That location will stay open until next Monday. Sacramento Regional Transit continues to support with free rides to all of these locations. And you can help us show the weather conditions across Northern California. Just snap a picture or take a video. Then you can send it to us by going to KCRA.com/upload, and you might see it right here on KCRA 3.